what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a pretty exciting new video. So I'm actually on my way to RT Tuning. We are going stage 3, as I've been talking about for the past, I don't even know how long, but today's the day. I got my downpipe and all the parts that I had laying around ready to go. And they have a bunch of parts, all the fueling and all that stuff, the headers at the shop. So we're headed to the shop right now. It's about an hour away. Once we get there, we're gonna drop the car off. It's gonna be there for 2 days, just to get everything installed, and then you know, have the car dyno tuned and all that. So once I get there, I'll kind of update you guys on what's going on, and then yeah. So I'm ready. It's actually a few days later. The car took a little bit longer, actually a full day longer than anticipated. Not that anything went wrong, it just took a little bit more time to install everything and do it correctly. We all know how things go when you install modifications on cars. It usually takes a little bit longer than you initially planned, which is no problem. So it's actually Friday. I dropped the car off on Tuesday. It was actually ready on yesterday, Thursday. So I'm on my way to go pick it up right now. I'm probably not going to record too much on the way home, simply because I'm just going to be driving the car, getting, you know, a feel for the power, getting a feel for the new everything. So once I get accustomed to that and kind of get a little bit more comfortable, I'll record some clips and see what I can get. This video is more so just going to be my initial reaction or impression of the car. I'm going to have separate videos on details about how much it cost, how much power it made. There's gonna be a video on the difference between equal length and unequal length, the sound difference and everything. So there's gonna be a lot of videos on this, and mainly because there's a lot done to it, and I feel like a lot of times when people do this on social media and on YouTube, whatever, you know, they kind of just breeze over this stuff. They just say, hey, I did this, it makes this, and it's done. And there's so many questions left unanswered. So I'm obviously going to go into a little bit more detail like I normally do, explain everything so everybody is fully aware of you know, what it costs, what to expect when doing all these modifications to your STI. So like I said, this video is simply just going to be kind of experiencing it with me. I'm going to show you guys what I think initially and kind of what I'm feeling, and any sound differences or anything like that, just so I can take you along for the ride with me, so you kind of feel like you're there. This is a big deal to me. It's a lot of money put into this, and you know, it's something that I don't want to breeze over. This is not something that a lot of people do often, so I really want to make sure I get the information out there for everybody, so everybody understands just what it takes to get to this point. So enough chatting, let's get to RT Tuning. Let's pick up the car and see what it's all about. Oh man. All right, so we are home, obviously. I really didn't record much on the drive home. And the reason for that, I was simply just enjoying the car so much that I wasn't even thinking to film. This car is insane. It's simply put. I don't want to overhype it and make you think that it's the fastest car in the world, because it's not. Just with all the new additions, the car completely came alive. This is what an STI should feel like from the factory, no question. If the new STI comes out and it feels anything remotely like this, I would be one happy camper. But I can't even convey to you how good this car sounds. There is a little bit of a rasp at like around 3K when you're really on it, just because there's no resonators in the entire exhaust system. It's literally the equal length headers, and then it goes down to the cat downpipe, and then the entire Delta Motorworks catback. There's no resonators, no mufflers, nothing. So it is extremely loud. And me, I like loud cars, so it doesn't bother me. I'm really, really mad at myself. I was going through a tunnel on the way home, absolutely ripping it. And it sounded, bouncing off the walls of the tunnel, it was insane. I can't even convey to you. My E46 M3 was catless, pretty much straight piped all the way through, no resonators as well. That car was loud, but this thing, holy Jesus, I can't even, it's even louder than that, which is hard to believe. But I really did wish I got a clip of that, but it was just so intoxicating that I just didn't even pick up the camera to film. I don't know why. I was just enjoying the ride so much, and kind of just listening to everything, and just, getting a good sense of how the car felt. I really wanted to hone in and focus on the differences and just kind of, get my own opinion on it. I didn't want to be forced on camera and, just start saying stuff just to, make a video. I really wanted to just have some time to myself, drive the car, how's the drivability of it? Is it, did it get worse? Did it get better? And, I was really planning on just getting my initial reaction, but I was so damn excited to just go and drive this car. I haven't had it for about a week. And it was just, I've been anticipating this stage of this car for over a year now. Actually, if you go back, I think it's about 2 years. I was talking about going stage 3 back then. So now that I'm here, so incredibly happy with the car. It is pretty insane. I believe I said it earlier in the video. I'm going to go over each and every single part that I added to the car. I'm going to go over into full detail in another video, but this video was simply me just dropping the car off, picking it up, getting my initial impression. Here's all the stock parts that were taken off. And I did put a little clip of me kind of just cruising on the highway and my stupid laugh. And the reason why I was laughing is because the turbo sounds and the flutter, I'm not sure if it's from the bypass valve or what, but it sounds so good. I can really understand why people start really building their motors, start doing bigger turbos and stuff like that. It's absolutely intoxicating. You can see them down there, the white, which is kind of cool because it matches everything else. The Swain Tech Killer Bee Holy equal length headers, they're down there. Absolutely love it. Of course, with everybody else, everyone's saying, oh, you're gonna miss the rumble, the Subaru EJ rumble. I don't miss it at all. I started up the car and I started laughing. Honestly, I don't want to exaggerate, but the car sounds like it's completely built. It has such a cool sound to it. It does still have a rumble, not the typical like cammed sounding EJ Subaru rumble, but it does have a really good sound. And I really can't wait for you guys to hear it. I'm in the process of filming a video of doing my old setup with the stock headers. And now I'm planning to go out and doing the same exact clips that I took with the previous setup. So you guys can see back to back just how it sounds. But holy mother of God, it sounds so good. Absolutely love it. I am thinking about changing up the exhaust. I want to get something with a resonator on it just to kind of get rid of that rasp around 3K. So I was thinking about going with the AWE Touring, which is my other exhaust that I've always wanted to try. So I might try that. I am not sure. I still absolutely love the way this sounds with the Delta Motorworks. But we'll see. I know Delta, they currently are not taking any orders. They kind of shut things down after COVID and all that. And I was talking with the owner and everything, and they're not really sure what they're going to do at this point. But if they ever do kind of open things back up and start making products again, I would love to pick up their resonated mid-pipe, because that would be perfect. I can keep this exhaust and just add that resonator there. Which would be really nice. So we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll pick up the AWE, we'll see. But for right now, I don't want to change a thing. This thing sounds incredible. It feels so good. You know, like I said, it's not the fastest car in the world. I'm not claiming that it's going to, I made 600 horsepower or anything like that. Not even close. Just keep in mind, my main goal for this was reliability. Everything that I was doing here was to keep it super simple, upgrade the car to a point where, I feel the STI should have came from the factory, but not risk the integrity of the motor. So I'm saying going stage 3, you're on that verge, but the tuner with R2 tuning, I expressed my concerns and everything, and they did a fantastic job. This car rips. I mean, it's quick to begin with. I don't want to say an STI is slow. It's a quick car. It's not fast. To me, there's a difference between fast and quick. But it is a quick car in the street from the factory. It's a lot of fun. You really don't need much more power. But this car, it's fast now. It definitely throws you back in your seat way harder than I was actually anticipating. Kind of caught me off guard. So I'm really looking forward to going out and driving it more, getting some more miles on it, and just getting a better feel for the car. But I'll show you real quick what was done of what I can show you in the engine bay. We can see right here is the Grimspeed heat shield. I also have the Grimspeed catted downpipe. Right over here is the Grimspeed electronic boost control solenoid. Let's see. Oh, you can't really see right here, but this is all the Cobb fuel lines, fuel pressure regulator. Not the prettiest thing, but they're all, I did the full Cobb fuel line kit and all that. And then over here, right here, you can see the Cobb fuel rails, and then can't really see them. But down in there is the Cobb 1050X injectors. I believe you can actually see them a little bit on this side. Yeah, you can kind of see the red right there. Those are the injectors. And then the best part is the Killer Bee equal length headers coated in Swain Tech. I believe that's it. Oh, also the gauges, which are freaking so clean. So happy with this. These are the Revel VLS wideband gauge and oil pressure gauge. These things are so clean. You can do them on the A-pillar. You can do them on the gauge cluster. You can do them in a couple different places. But for me, I really, really wanted a stealth OEM Plus looking setup. And geez, this is the way to go. It is so clean. Obviously, they're not on right now. But it flows so well with the interior. I mean, I absolutely love it. And the best part about it is it's actually you still have a little bit of a cubby space. So you can put your wallet there, your phone. It doesn't completely block it off, which is really nice. I was a little concerned that I was going to lose some space just for my wallet and stuff like that. Granted, I use the little cubby right here, but there still is a little bit of space that you can throw your wallet in and like that and your phone, which is great. I can't even describe to you how awesome this is. Oh yeah, back here as well. You can't see it, but the AEM, I believe the 320 fuel pump that comes with the Cobb fuel kit. I got that as well. But geez, I may have forgotten something. I forget. There's so many parts over here. All the stock parts, downpipe, the headers, there's all the fuel lines and everything. My stock injectors, which are in there. Again, this is just a quick overview. This was just me kind of dropping it off, picking it up, and my initial impression. And oh God, very, very hard to put into words. I'm very excited. It is a long time in the making, and I'm so in love with this car and where it's gone and where it is currently. RT Tuning, huge shout out to them. They did a fantastic job. The tuning, just the overall install, it's so clean. Honestly, I had a hard time finding everything that I did to the car because you couldn't even tell. It looked exactly the same as I left it, which was really nice. Granted, a lot of stuff is in, it's all hidden and all that. But it's, that's what I wanted. I wanted a shop that was able to do the work. The car came back just as clean as it did. There's no fingerprints everywhere. There was no random things just laying all over the place. RT Tuning is the shop to go to if you are in the tri-state area. No question about it. They did a great job, and the person that I deal with is David Duncan. Huge shout out to David. He was awesome. I think over the past couple of months, we exchanged almost about 100 emails, just getting ready and doing all this stuff. So professional, so nice, so friendly, just, answering all my questions and just helping me out. Such a great atmosphere and environment. I love having my car there. The shop is absolutely beautiful, massive shop. The floor is probably cleaner than the floor in my house. One of the best, if not the best shops to go to. Do a bunch of other cars as well, not just Subarus. As you guys saw in the beginning, they do Porsches, they do Supras, they do a lot of Infinitis, they do Nissans, VQ motors and stuff like that. I'll leave a link to their website below, so if you have any questions, you're in the tri-state area, or even if you feel like traveling farther to get your work done, highly recommend it. It has been such a pleasure, and I'm so pleased with everything. Yes, I know, I'm gonna go over numbers. I'm gonna do everything. I'm gonna go in detail. I'm going to go over the price. I'm going to go over all the numbers that the car did. All that is going in another video. As you guys know, I like to be very detailed, talk everything out, explain everything that was done, and just give you the honest truth of what it costs to actually do something like this. A lot of automotive YouTube people, they do videos like this. They're like, oh, hey, I went stage 3. I did this, and this. I'll do it in one video and bam, it's done. Wow, it's great. Okay, on to the next thing. Not a big fan of that. I really like hearing about the details. I like hearing about the nitty gritty just so I can get a representation of what it actually takes to get it here. Nobody talks about the cost or the details and what it takes to actually bring your car to this point. And I want to do that. I want to make sure that I am very detailed, very thorough. So all of you, if you have any questions, you can just refer to this video. This is me just trying to put words together because I am having a hard time putting words together because I'm so excited about this and so pleased with all the work and just how the car feels. And so much to explain, so many videos to film. I'm really looking forward to kind of doing this whole video series for you guys. So many questions, and guys keep on just messaging me and DMing me on Instagram about what it made and just, you know, wanting to hear more info on it. I promise you it's coming. Give me some time. I want to make sure the videos are done well and not just throw something up just to get it out there. So please be patient. I will get them out, I promise. That is it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry if you're a little upset. You don't know the numbers yet, but again, another videos, those are coming out. So be patient. If you guys have any questions at all, be sure to ask them below. But in the meantime, keep it clean, keep it simple, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.